Good morning, Gordon family. How y'all doing today? I'm doing great on this beautiful Sunday morning. I am just gonna jump right into this video. I asked a couple of you guys on Instagram if you wanted labor and delivery or 17 and pregnant. I got the majority of 17 and pregnant. I will go ahead and do a labor and delivery the next video, either the next video or the one after that. And yeah, so if you are new here, hello. If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you for clicking on this video and supporting me. Go ahead and press the subscribe button and the like button. Comment down below after this video if you guys have any constructive criticism or any comments or advice to give me, because I am fresh and new doing this, so I appreciate all your support. So I'm gonna start off with, so I had Kyla, my first daughter, at 18, but I did get pregnant at 17. Now I graduated in June and I believe I got pregnant in July. I had been talking to Isaiah my senior year. We've known each other since my freshman year, his sophomore year. So we've known each other for a while. But yeah, like I said, so I graduated in June and I believe I got pregnant in July, and I was playing soccer, hardcore, club soccer, travel ball, whatever you guys call it, but I call it club soccer. I believe for like 2 tournaments I may have been pregnant. I can't remember though. But I was living at my dad's house. I did not tell him I was pregnant. I had found out when I was 6 weeks pregnant. I had went to the clinic and they told me I was 6 weeks pregnant. And so after I went there, I just kept it a secret. I told Isaiah, and he didn't believe it. He was like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" I was like, "Yes, I'm pregnant." Now, I never had a mom, like a mom figure. So I knew nothing about being pregnant. I knew nothing about anything. Just what you see on TV or what you hear, you know? So I can't remember when. I think right after I found out. My dad never knew. He had kicked me out. It was for something else. I had went to my sister's house, which they lived with their mom. We don't have the same mom. So I stayed there for a couple months. I got on county, and then I think when I was maybe 4 or 5 months, I moved to my friend Lauren's house. They had a room, an extra room, so I got my stuff from my dad's house and I took it to their house. See, at this point, I'm not knowing what I'm gonna do, because I got kicked out of the house, never been kicked out before. I was at my sister's, now I'm going to Lawrence, and I don't like to depend on people. I don't like to, I don't like to depend on people. So, of course, me living at someone else's house, I'm like, I'm gonna have a baby. But they were so sweet. They had an extra crib in their garage. We set it up in the room, and I mean, I was ready, you know, I was ready to go. But when I was 8 months along, I think it was just getting financially hard, and I was hardly getting any money, and I asked my dad to come back, and he said I could. He had a girlfriend at the time. She was a witch. She was absolutely crazy, but I didn't find that out until living with him for a little bit. She straight up told me she was going to ruin my life. So I went straight to my dad, and my dad kicked her butt out. Said, "Get the heck out of here. Get out of here." and she left. So then I had my room back. One of his his boss actually had given me $1,000 just for, you know, having the baby, for being pregnant, you know, I'm about to have a baby. So I bought a new bed, this bed actually that I still have now. And then I don't know, my dad used it for whatever else. So he, so yeah, so I ended up, so I had Kyla April 2nd. And mind you, at this time, so I got pregnant in July of 2011. I turned 18 in October and then had Kyla in April. So I had been 18, but I was still living with my dad. The day I had Kyla, Isaiah came and stayed with us, which was totally awkward, but I mean, he did. He slept on another bed in the same room. My dad wouldn't let him sleep in the same bed. From then on, everything was new to me, but I decided even before everything I wanted to breastfeed, and so my dad helped me a lot. I didn't think she was getting enough milk, so we supplemented. He bought the formula, he bought the pump, I had a crib. I was set. I was good. My dad took care of me, and Isaiah was there, and we were young, and it was hard, but I don't know if it was just me, because I know some people don't mature that fast, but I matured really quick after I had her. I just had to snap out of it and jump right into being a mom. And I am so lucky because Kyla was an easy baby. She hardly cried. She didn't have any issues, no colic, no reflux, no hernia, no anything. She was a perfect child, literally. So I think that also helped me being so young, that she just wasn't so needy. But then once she was 2 months old, I found out my dad was moving to Kentucky, so we had to move out, and that was stressful. So we found a room for rent, and that was just like $500 for a room for me, Isaiah, and her. And how did I even get the money? I think, I was just from the county. I think Isaiah was on it with me, so I barely had enough money to get diapers after I paid rent. So literally for years, till Kyla was maybe 3, I want to say, I would pay for rent and literally have barely enough diapers. I mean, enough money to buy diapers. Isaiah's parents, my in-laws, would help. You know, I hardly had shampoo and conditioner or soap to wash my butt or shavers to shave my legs. Like, I hardly had anything. I didn't have clothes. I didn't ever buy myself clothes. My mother-in-law bought me shoes for school. I started to go to school when London was 6 months old. I was riding the bus. I was getting up at like early in the morning when it was dark, walking 30 minutes to the bus. Then I got a ride, so Kyla went to daycare, and then my ride didn't want to take me, so I had to stop going to school. Kyla was, 6 months old when that happened. So it's been rough, you know, especially not having any parents here. I do have my in-laws, so they are the biggest helps ever, and I couldn't thank them enough. But as far as growing up and being a young mom, I'm not a teen, I don't consider myself a teen mom, because I wasn't 14, 15, or 16. You know, you're still a baby. I was a baby at 17, but I had just graduated, you know. So I couldn't imagine what it would have been like if I was any younger. And I do salute you mamas who are 14, 15, or 16, and doing your thing and still going to school and taking care of your children. And I never want to judge anybody, and I will always uplift and tell you my opinion on everything that I think. You know, I'm never going to tell you what you want to hear. So if any of you young moms think you can't do it or need some advice, or even breastfeeding advice — I breastfed both of my kids. I mean, I'm not a professional, but you know, I can give you my tips and tricks on anything. With London, I've dealt with colic, I've dealt with reflux, she has a hernia, I've dealt with, she has stuff wrong with her adenoids. Like, that kid's my poor child. But anything that has to do with a baby, I'm sure, you know, if you guys have any questions, I will answer them to the best of my ability. And I just want you young moms to know that you can do it. Being a mom is the best thing in the world. It's hard, don't get me wrong. It's frustrating at times. I literally, like 5 minutes ago, before I was filming this, London kept opening and shutting the door and then laughing. And it's just like, some things, you know, I try to clean my house and literally where I just cleaned has food all over it. But that's just the life of being a mom. And not having a mom, I feel that's what has made me the mom I am today. I can say that I am very strong, and I learned from my past what I want to bring into my kids' life. I was never confident. I never had any self-confidence. And that's one thing that I instill in my children. To have confidence, to know that you can do anything. Whether you're 12, 13, 14, 25, 50, you can do whatever you want. You can do it if you believe that you can do it. And all you young moms out there, I'm very, very proud of you, because it's not easy. You know, formula is expensive. Breastfeeding is hard. Diaper changing is disgusting. Potty training is a nightmare. Buying clothes so your children don't look homeless, you know, hair products. If you have mixed kids' hair, you don't want their hair to look crazy, you know. Shoes. I don't even want to talk about shoes. Seriously, I've bought probably 15 pairs of shoes. Maybe not that much, but I buy shoes like every other week because their feet just don't stop. It's like, I'm not going to go out and buy London Converse or Vans like I want to, because in a week she's going to be grown out of them. And I don't know how I did that with Kyla. Kyla had Adidas and Converse and all these cute high tops, and I don't know how I did it. I think I was given a lot of clothes, so I never bought her clothes. I never needed to. I was always given clothes, and still to this day, I take all hand-me-downs. That's a good tip for you mamas. If you really are struggling, don't be afraid to take hand-me-down clothes. Don't be afraid to look through the clothes and give away what you don't want. Or don't be afraid to, you know, when you look through the clothes and you don't want these, given to another mom. I have my whole closet right there is full of clothes that people have given me that won't fit Kyla yet for years. But I keep it because I know it's going to help me and I know I'm going to need it. And if there's good clothes, I'm going to keep them. So don't be afraid to take hand-me-down clothes. I literally, since Kyla was born, I would take clothes. I would take anything hand-me-down. A car seat if I had to, a stroller, anything I will take hand-me-down. I don't mind it, and don't think that it's disgusting. Just wash it, you know, unless it's from family, you know, but still wash it. Wash the clothes, wash whatever you get, just to be safe, you know, and make you feel better. Don't be afraid to get that stuff because it will help you. Even if it's bigger clothes, like bigger sizes, keep that. Put it in like a box, or put it in the closet somewhere, you know. It will help you later on, because time goes by so fast and they grow so fast that all of a sudden you'll go in your closet and they may even be grown out of it. You're like, dang it, I forgot about these clothes. So yeah, being a teen mom was hard. You know, like I said, I was playing soccer and I had to stop. I couldn't go to college. I loved soccer. I was good at soccer, and I had to stop it just because I got pregnant. So I'm not advising you to go have a child young. But if it happens, be thankful, because some people can't have kids. And be strong. And even if, it's very likely that being that young, even younger than I was, that the father may not be in the child's life and it may not be his fault. But you got to be strong for your child, and life goes on. Your child is alive and breathing, and be happy, So that is my 17 and pregnant story. I'm trying to think of anything I can add. All I can say is that I'm very, very, very thankful for everything that has gone on in my life. If I didn't have Kyla, I don't know where I'd be, in all 100% honesty. I truly believe that things happen for a reason, and I had Kyla for a reason, and I had Kyla with Isaiah for a reason. We may have gone through rough patches, after Kyla was born up until, a certain time, but let me tell you something, that our relationship now is better than it has ever been. Now we have a second child added to it, and we couldn't be more happier, because we love our children. These kids are our life. They're so beautiful, and to know that I'm at least trying my best to raise my children the way I feel they should be raised, and teach them things that I never knew, or that I've learned as I've grown up and had to do this on my own. I locked them out of the room, so they're at the door right now. I'm very, very thankful. Very thankful for everything in my life. Every single thing. Thank you guys for listening to this story. If you guys have any questions about me being pregnant at 17, anything that I may have missed, I'm a horrible talker, just like I'm a horrible essay writer. I kind of veer off to the right, veer off to the left. I don't stay on track with what I'm talking about, so I was probably all over the place. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section, or go ahead and write me on Instagram, or do what you gotta do. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching this video. You guys are all amazing. Remember, you're beautiful. I love you, and have a great Sunday. Bye. Watch this. Come in.
Where'd Mommy go?
I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you! Oh my god. Oh! Oh my gosh. Woo! Look at my house. A mess! Look at my house. It's a flippin' mess. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Aww. close out the video. Chicken heads, come on.
No.
We have to close it out.
No. Please. No. My. I'm happy.
Do we have to fight over me?
My mommy.
We hope you guys like this video.
Give a big thumbs up. Comment down below if you love this video.
And London, what do we do? Press the, press the, press the, press the subscribe button.
Goodbye. That was funny.
Love you guys. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Game. Bye-bye.
She said gang gang.
Game. Bye-bye.
No, don't press it yet. We're not done. Everywhere. Oh, get off. Kyla, we're not. Forever and always, we are the
Gordon family. Here we go. Bye.
boy. Bye.
Time that I laid eyes on you, and you were so small but perfect.